Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, June. I don't know what day it is, but so many days of July the 17th. And I am here in the State Library. And I met a young man. He's very bright. He's an artist. I thought I would walk up to him and start a little conversation with him. And he's doodling and drawing cartoons, and that's excellent. But I wanted to ask him about some things that most black males would be interested in, but everyone is different and unique in their own rights. So I want to interview him. He looks like a brilliant young man. Obviously, he's had some education and some experience in life, because you need that here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. You need that in the city of Richmond, because you come in don't mean you can leave out walking and talking. So I'm going to interview this young man and let him volunteer some information, and then I will ask him a few questions if permitted. So here we go. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And would you tell us your name, darling?
Aaron Ray.
Aaron Ray. Could I show them a little bit of your doodling, your sketching? I can't draw a straight line. Some people have it. He's he's a cartoonist. He's a cartoonist. Look. Anybody's in cartoons and designs and t-shirts, you should hit me up so we can contact him. So tell me, are you an original Richmonder?
I was born in Buffalo, New York. I was raised in Richmond, Virginia most of the time. I went to school in Richmond, graduated 2010, went to college in 2011, went to the Art Institute of Washington, lived in D.C. for 1 year, had to drop out. I'm going to Virginia State University now.
Panthers. Yes, that is excellent. So what was your major in school?
Animation.
Oh, I should have known. Make the cartoons work. Make the cartoons move. So, I want to ask you about some of the events. Now, you went to school here in the city. You must know some of the things. Did you attend Maggie Walker?
No. I went to a lot of middle schools, and I went to a lot of... I only went to one high school. I went to like 4 middle schools, a lot of elementary schools.
Are you a military baby?
No.
So what is your goal? What are your goals in life, baby? You have a lot of skills.
It's very complex. I have a lot of different things that I do. I do music, pretty much entertainment. Like, there's a lot of things I want to accomplish through entertainment. Not like in the sense that I just want to carve out something for myself and for other people. It's not like I want to do things for a paycheck. It's not why I do it. I do it for, like, it's just something I've always done, and I've always tried to accomplish something greater with it.
A young man, look, America, a young man with skills and morals and values. That's beautiful. So, I'm a musician myself. I do keyboard, percussions, vocals. What do you play? What do you do in music?
Mostly I rhyme, rap and things like that. I produce beats a lot. I'm on the internet like a lot. So I network a lot with a lot of different artists. I go to a lot of studios down here. There's one studio down here in Highland Park that I'm familiar with. It's really good.
That's where I live, in Highland Park. You talking about the one on Brooklyn Park Boulevard?
No, it's on Victor, 4th and Victor.
Oh, okay. So can you give us your email address or your address so we can see some of your works?
Well, if you really want to follow me, just follow at Poppy Guys Attack.
Repeat that slowly.
At Poppy Guys Attack. It's like this. and that's on Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, Pompey Guys Attack. And tell us your name one more time.
This Aaron Ray Jr.
Aaron Ray Jr. at Pompey Guys Attack. And I've seen a lot of guys rapping, listen to other people's music. You need to be able to write your own rhymes and make your own music and create your own career.
Music these days are based on, oh, I see this as an opportunity for me to get rich. I don't see it as that at all. Like, that's not why I do it. Like I said, money isn't the motivation for me. It's more like art. You know, you got to write your own stuff. You know, your lyrics, and you know, everything has to be, you know, pure and feel like full of your character instead of being like, I don't know, like just trendy, and you know, which is why I'm not a real big fan of like producers like jumping in and like trying to like
take over,
cut things up, and you know, how does this appeal to these audiences? You know, they take your voice and they turn it into something else. That's not.
All right, my brother. So what advice would you give to the young brothers out here that are in the field or going in the field or want to rap or want to sing?
Anything you want to do, just do it to the best of your ability. Try to be the best at it. Never stop trying to do it. Now, there is one thing though. If you want to do something, you can't just be like, oh, well, one day, I have a brother, and when he was growing up, he used to say, oh, I want to play in the NFL, without, you know, but when things got too hard, you know, he gave up. So, and now, you know, he's buffing from one thing to another the same way he did with the football thing. Now, I'm not saying give up on your dreams and, you know, bump from one thing to another. When you pick something, make sure it's something that you would like to do for the rest of your life. It's the difference between a job and a career.
That's right.
If you aim for like a career instead of a job, you might be 10 times more happier, and you find things that you like. Best place to find things you like, go to college. Most of the stuff, you can feel around and try to figure out who you are and, you know, where you want to go. If you don't know where you want to go, like I said, like go to college, meet people. It's all about like trying to figure out. Life is complicated. Like, you don't want to sit around and pretend like, oh, I'm just gonna work myself to death as like somebody's accountant. If you don't want to be an accountant, don't be an accountant.
Or as somebody's custodian.
Somebody's custodian. If you want to be, but if you want to be a janitor, be the best janitor that you could be. Don't knock. I can't knock somebody. No, but I'm not knocking.
I'm not knocking that, because I have done that myself. There's no shame. There's no limit. There's only potential.
Some people feel like, oh, well, when they hit rock bottom, there's no hope for me. Like a lot of, like if you're black, you're automatically born. You know, you sit up here and like, oh, well, there's automatically no hope for me. Don't sit in nobody's victim role. You're just as good as everybody else. And like as soon as you start being, all right, well, they're not giving me anything, that's the second you start being a finger pointer. Don't point your fingers, because there's always some fingers pointing back at you. Don't like just don't point any fingers. To close, basically, I would just say try to be the best at what you do without compromising who you are along the way. Don't pretend as if somebody's going to give you something. Just go out and get it.
All right. Oh, that's beautiful. And thank you for my interview. This is Teddy Parham for We the People. I didn't tell you I work with thousands of homeless people, and I keep encouraging them every day. I let them know that they are somebody, that hope is not gone, that there can always be a new beginning. And a lot of people believe in me. I've been doing this thing over 30 years, and I believe in them. Sometimes people have to hit rock bottom to wake up, you know? So here you have a young brother I'm going to call him a young master. He sounds like me talking about the people, telling them that they need to create careers instead of jobs. Create a career. And there are plenty of careers out there that needed to be created. But it all starts with a dream. So I thank you for my interview. You can look for Teddy Parham, Teddy, and Parham like the road. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus, Yahoo, everything. Because I've been fighting the battle for the people in distress, in need. And they've been killing them out in this city, Richmond, Virginia, which is the capital of the South. With the good old boys running the city, with the Democrats' help, they've been doing a fantastic job. They can hang up the robes and the caps and gowns because the people are being handled and controlled by our local and federal city government. So I thank you for our interview, and this will be some encouragement to some people out there. They need anything positive to lift them up because they are not the failures. It's the system that is the failure. So I thank you so much, darling, for your time. Teddy Parham, over and out. Another 6-star interview.